Natsumi Kazuki has won the men's parallel bars. We'll bring you formal confirmation of those results just as soon as we can. Meanwhile, we'll move on to the next set of finals. The last set of finals, indeed. So these are the finalists in the men's rings competition. Head over to the uneven bars. These are the finalists in the last women's event of the day. Some very familiar faces in these finals and some new names as well. And all of it taking place here at the National Gymnastics Arena in Baku. The second World Cup event of the season. Finalists in the uneven bars competition. Top in qualifying, Sitavets, a score of 13.766, very high degree of difficulty, 6.1. The second best qualifier, Rong Jinyi, the People's Republic of China, will be the first to go. She was only just about 2/10 below. Just over a tenth. The men's rings final and the top in qualifying. Azerbaijan's own Nikita Simonov. 14.2 was his score. And he will be wanting a special performance at the National Gymnastics Arena after he missed the final at the last World Cup that took place here in 2024, and it was a very crucial missing out on the final because he didn't manage to get the Olympic qualification berth. It was the brilliant veteran Armenian Argen Davtyan who managed to qualify for the Games in what was a very competitive still rings process. So one imagines that for Simonov there's a desire here to get back out and do what he wished he'd been able to do a year ago. And had representation from the People's Republic of China in Meng Jiwei, silver medalist on rings at the National Championships last year. Moments away from the last two finals of the day, the men's rings and the women's uneven bars. Warm-up still taking place in the bars competition. We're looking at Nakamura Haruka of Japan. Some interesting work going on from her, always is. She often gives you some skills that you don't see in many other routines. Luka Bojans of Slovenia, silver medalist at his home World Cup event in Koper last year. Just made it into this final with a score of 12.366. Planche and Maltese combined. Not quite as steady that time, going from Planche down into Maltese, but he got through it with decent form. Pikes into a secure looking landing. That was a nice finish, wasn't it, from Luka Bojans? 27-year-old from Novo Miesto, in the southeast of Slovenia, near the border with Croatia. Very beautiful part of Europe. We begin the women's uneven bars final with Li Rongjinyi, the People's Republic of China. 13.633 in qualification. Very nice eager somersault. Kachev was secure. Back salto likewise. Should score quite well. Oh, well. That just seemed to come out of nowhere. That's unfortunate, because there's a lot that was ever so good early on from this 15-year-old. So some problems for the second best in qualification. Nice double layout to conclude the routine. Very nearly. Some very well-performed gymnastics there from the athlete who got the silver medal on the uneven bars at the Asian Junior Championships last year. Bojans, 13.533. Well done, sir. That's well up from qualification. He's gained 9/10. He's actually put himself into medal contention there. Natsumi Kazuki, third best in qualifying with 13.533, but we've just seen that number from Bojans. He's 27, Natsumi, from the city of Osaka, but now lives in Tokyo. Looks very in control in his strength elements. Nice iron cross. He's a gymnast who doesn't give you great cause for concern. He looks as though he's got time. He looks smooth and in control, and he is. 12.3 for Li Rongjinyi. That is a mark and a third lower than the preliminary round, unfortunately. Sacrificing quite a bit of difficulty as well, as you would expect due to those issues. This will give a chance to other gymnasts, particularly Lucia Hribar of Slovenia, World Cup champion from her home event in Koper last year, and an Olympian from Paris. Straddle-Jaeger somersault. Kachev into a pack salto, nicely performed. All of this looking very secure. And a double tuck to dismount. Well, that's certainly going to go into the lead. Lucia Hribar of Slovenia. 13.666, no doubt about Matsumi's value to lead. Over 8.5 for execution. Vladislav Riko of Ukraine. Competed at the Olympiad in Rio. Was actually a bronze medalist on the still rings back at the Youth Olympic Games in China in 2014, where he also won a silver medal on the pommel horse. He's actually yet to win World Cup honours. He's finished several times in the top 5. Jonassen combination. Just about kept his tidiness going up into handstand. Has quite a few adjustment steps as he lands. The difficulty score for Vladriko in qualifying was 4.9. 13.233. Lucia Hribar is in the gold medal position, and she's up by over 2/10 from qualification, so that's made a case to get on the podium. To Alyona Titavets of the group of independent neutral athletes. A 16-year-old who was the top qualifier with 13.766. It's an interesting Shaposhnikova variation from the Komova group, I think. The more conventional Van Leeuwen. Struggling a bit with some of the form here and there, but powering through it into the Straddle-Jaeger. It's not hugely swingful. But it's complicated, and she's performed it well. .7 for Vladriko. Meng Jiwei of the People's Republic of China. 22-year-old from Guangxi province, won the silver medal at the National Championships on rings last year. Nicely controlled Maltese. And there the extended arm handstand the inverted cross, first of those we've seen. Lovely planche. It's quite well controlled. Very piped as he landed, quite a jarred sense of impact with the mat. 13.4, Zitovets goes into the lead. Execution not as strong as qualifying, by about a third of a mark, for all of the reasons that I was discussing. Nakamura Haruka of Japan, the reigning junior all-around champion of the world. Still only 16. And she's also the junior Asian champion on the bars. Was the third best in qualification. Oh, unfortunate. Was performing that Hristakieva. Full twisting Giga somersault. Well, we've seen the second best in qualification have some issues, and the top performer. The third best performer, I should say. The top performer had minor issues. She does do some interesting work, doesn't she? That's her own skill, that piked Delchev. She's always entertaining. It's a great dismount as well. And we just remind ourselves she's still only 16. A long way to go. Very enjoyable to watch it. Now leading is Meng Jiwei of the People's Republic of China, 13.8. He's up 3/10 from qualification. So more controlled performance. And that brings us to the second half, with Meng Jiwei in the lead, Matsumi Kazuki in second place, and Luca Boyant's third in the men's rings competition. Home hope, and certainly the favourite to take the title, Nikita Simonov. Just waiting to bring you the score for Nakamura Haruka. And then we'll be able to show you the intermediary standings in the women's uneven bars competition. World Cup medalist on rings, Yunus Gündoğdu of Turkey, going through his warm-up. He'll be the second to last to go. And then after this, we'll bring you all of the ceremonies. .12.5 the score for Nakamura Haruka. 6 for difficulty, up 4/10 from qualification, so it shows you what that routine is capable of being. She's very aspirational, she's doing some complicated gymnastics. She's currently in the bronze medal position at the halfway stage. It's Alyona Tsitavets ahead of Lucia Riba. First and second. Alex Diab from the United States of America. Reigning 3-time national champion on the rings. Second time that he's competed at the Baku World Cup. He was 5th in 2022. Comes from a fine gymnastics family. His father Mark was a collegiate gymnast. His sister Maddie also competed in the university system, both of them for Iowa State. Well, isn't that nice? It's just got a sense of poise and control about it. Beautiful move up into handstand. Very enjoyable. A lot of polished and crisp gymnastics on the rings from Alex Diab of the USA.
Please welcome Chu, China. Please welcome Master Sofia, Croatia.
Sofia Mester of Croatia. 16-year-old gymnast who competed at her home World Cup, the Osijek World Cup last year, where she was 7th on the bars. Really gave her confidence. She went on to win the silver medal at the National Championships a couple of months after that. It's always been her apparatus. She actually said that the bars chose her more than she chose them. She's always felt she's a faster learner on the bars than any other piece. So good luck to her. There's potential for somebody unexpected to win a medal in this final. Nice Jaeger. Salto well performed too. Just the Maloney to move from low to high and then into the Ginger somersault. She has to build that swingfulness up and make sure she hits the handstand position. Yes, well done to her. Sofia Mester from Croatia. Second place for Alexander Diab, 13.766. Just behind Meng Jiwei, a matter of hundredths. Levan Shkiladze of Georgia. Piked as he went into that planche position. Got the control and the tidiness back now. He dismounts quite well. 7th best in qualification with a score of 12.633. Lowest difficulty of any qualifier. Nearly, Sofia Mester, 12.433. She hasn't quite made the podium. Execution way better than Nakamura Haruka, but giving away 9/10 of difficulty. That's a very good effort though from Mester. Chu Yiming of the People's Republic of China, another 15-year-old, another new senior. Chance to build experience here in Baku. She was the 7th best qualifier. Catch was good. The Jaeger had a little more amplitude. Much that was well performed there by Chu Yiming. Had a 5.3 difficulty in qualification. 12.6 for Shkiladze. Now the favourite for the rings title. 27-year-old Nikita Simonov from Azerbaijan, European Championship silver medalist last year. Lots of strength shown there. Inverted cross. Very nice line on that Maltese. No issues of stability in the handstand position. One of the most level shoulder presentations we've seen. Flickers the legs a tiny amount, but quite incidental. That's a very good dismount as well. That's going to change the leaderboard. Azerbaijan's own Nikita Simonov. He's waited a year for that moment. One can only imagine how he felt when things did not go his way at the World Cup in Baku. He saw the hopes of an Olympiad start to fade. 12.533, Chu Yiming goes into the bronze medal position. Takutsuki Ayu of Japan, 5th with 12.866. Competitive difficulty. Very hard to build the swingfulness back up after making a somersault. She did well to Pike Jaeger. So important to get right up to handstand to avoid commonplace deductions. Some good work from Takutsuki Ayu. I don't think that's a surprise at all. 14.233. Nikita Simonov is the leader, quite comfortably so. Just one gymnast to go in each of the finals now. Yunus Gündoğdu of Turkey. Very experienced, he's 27 now. And he has been a national championship medalist on the rings. good height going up into that planche. It's interesting to see it from the other side. Really get a sense of the straightness of the legs. Very nice, tight Yamawaki position. And that's a big old dismount from Yunus Gundoğdu. Really attacked that. She's into the bronze medal position. Tokutsuki Ayu, 13.2. So Chu Yiming goes down into 4th place. Last to go in this entire day of competition. Sara Šulikić of Croatia. 12.266. Preliminary round score. She's the national champion of the uneven bars. Established that pike position nicely. Then the Kachev into the Ejeva. Grip variation working nicely. Well, a very enjoyable uneven bars final at the Baku World Cup, completed by the Croatian Sara Šulikić. 13.166 for Yunus Gundoğdu. He goes into 6th place. Really did get a nice tight diver's pike position, the first release element. There's the straddle catcher, varying the grip going into the Ejeva. So it was a lovely skill to watch performed. Uses the Maloney skill to go back up to high. Real back bend in the pack salto. Maloney's half turn to make it the Van Leeuwen. Keeping things simple from a dismount point of view, which will have an impact on the score because it's not as complex as is stipulated. 13.033. 4th position for Sara Šulikić. The performance of Nesli Savranbasi of Turkey. Because this is a 9-strong final. She was joint 8th place in qualification with Šulikić. It was well performed. As was the dismount. Little stability adjustment afterwards. Who has been a World Cup champion on the uneven bars, won in Mersin in her home country in 2019. So, plenty of experience on this apparatus. The Olympian from Tokyo. Some little form issues here and there, which will affect the overall execution score.
The finalist performances in this round has ended.
that brings to a close the action. We've just got the scores and the presentations to come. We'll come back tomorrow for more of the same, as Savran scores 13 and finishes in 5th place. Good display from the joint 8th best qualifiers, occupying 4th and 5th on the podium. The classified results in the men's rings competition: bronze to Alex Diab of the USA, silver going to Meng Jiwei of the People's Republic of China, and the gold medal won at home by Nikita Simonov of Azerbaijan. Commiserations to Natsumi Kazuki, who just missed out by 1/10 on a place on the podium. The uneven bars results: the bronze medal going to Tokutsuki Ayu of Japan. Just above her, Lucia Hribar of Slovenia. Great performance from the experienced gymnast in World Cup competition, the Olympian from Paris. And Alyona Titavets winning the gold medal with 13.4. Only 2/10 separating the front three. Good display from the 8th best qualifier, joint 8th best qualifier, Sara Shulikic of Croatia, leading the chasing pack. Some very entertaining gymnastics in that uneven bars final. Uneven bars final. The award ceremony. Tokutsuki Ayu of Japan, bronze medalist in her first World Cup competition. The winner of the silver medal, Lucia Hribar of Slovenia, the Olympian from Paris. And the title won by Alyona Titavets, competing as an independent neutral athlete. Medalists in the women's uneven bars competition. Ceremonies with the men's rings competition.
İdman gimnastikasında Dünya Kupası'nda gimnastikasının altılarda kaçamaklarının tabanasına başlayır.
The World Series final. Third place and bronze medalist Alexander, USA.
The bronze medal, Alexander Diab of the United States of America. Silver to Meng Jiwei of the People's Republic of China. And a home gold medal for Nikita Simonov of Azerbaijan. Medalists in the men's rings competition.